So guys, welcome to the second session of our window Print Spooler vulnerability demo, right? So during our first session, we focused on how we can leverage on the remote code execution aspect of this vulnerability. But for this part two, we're looking at how we can also leverage local privilege escalation aspect of this vulnerability, right? So what this means is that an attacker that has a low privilege user account can leverage on this vulnerability to escalate privilege, or create a new user account with local admin rights, right? So we'll quickly go on to the demo, right? So for this, our lab access will basically just be on the application server, where we have access to the server with low privilege accounts, and we'll be able to use the PowerShell script to escalate privilege, right? So let's go on to the lab. So guys, we can get the PowerShell script, like I said earlier on the first session, we can get the PowerShell script from John Hanmon's GitHub portal, right? So we can just go on and download these and export it to our test machine, right? So what this PowerShell script does is that it helps to perform local privilege escalation, with the PrintNightmare attack technique. So all we need to do is just to import the module, right? Then run the script, right? So that's what I'm just going to do. So currently, this is a victim machine. I'm just going to reload these and log on with a user with I'll log in with a user with that has a low privilege access. Hey guys, we are currently logged in as a low privilege user account called Messi. Then let's try and check the profile of the user. All right. You can see that the local user account is just a minute. Let me try and extend these. This is okay. Yeah, that's okay. Let me just think about it. I'm just trying to increase the layout, right? See, okay. Okay, I think this is better. Yeah. Okay, so guys, you can see the local privilege. This user only have local privilege. Sorry, it just belongs to the user group. Doesn't have admin. Doesn't belong to the admin group, right? So it's just basically low privilege user, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. And also, if we check on the privilege of the user, we could see that it doesn't really have much. So our goal is to be able to leverage the CVE, right? The PrintNightmare vulnerability and escalate privilege. So all we need to do is, currently I have it on the desktop, so I'm just going to change directory to the desktop and see. Sorry. See. Okay, so I'm just going to change directory to desktop. Yeah, I think I need to run this using PowerShell. Okay. Just a minute. So guys, okay, trying to look out to change directory to desktop so that we can import the model. Okay, it's taking some time. Okay, so I'm just going to screen. So do this, change directory to desktop, right? And okay, on my desktop at the moment, I think I don't have the module. So I'm just going to copy out the scripts. So for this user, okay. C drive, I think it's somewhere. Okay, so it's somewhere in this location. So I'm just going to copy it out, right? So guys, so it's available. Then I'm going to change directory to that folder CVE. All right, guys. So this is a PowerShell script. So like I said, we're currently running with a user, currently running user account that has a low privilege access, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is to import this module. Okay, sorry. CVE. Okay, so import the module. Okay. Ports. Okay, I think my command is no, it's not correct. What's wrong? Let's see. Okay. I'm just going to type in that command again. I think I got it wrong the first time. So CVE, I can see we've been able to import the module. Then next is to invoke the let's take a look at the script again. You can see, so we are going to invoke this DLL, the Nightmare DLL5. You know, like I said earlier on the first session, this particular vulnerability kind of allow attackers to launch malicious DLL5. So that's why we are doing the invoke, right? So we're going to invoke Nightmare. Yeah. You can see by default, the DLL file is designed to create a new user account, a new user password, right? You can see that's what the payload is doing. Then also assign that the new user to escalate the privilege to becoming an administrator, you know, on the machine. Then once that is successful, the payload is deleted. You can see. So this is also a way to, you know, invade any form of detection, right? So you can see that the user is created, then the payload is deleted, right? So now if we go on to say confirm if the new user is actually created, you can say new user, so list. Sorry, not new, it should be net user. Okay, so you guys can see we have a new user that was automatically created. Let's take a look at the profile of the user. So we're going to do this net user name 1N. So it's 1N. Yeah. See, the user is an admin, guys. So even though we are logged in as a low privilege user, we currently we're able to create a new user account and assign the administrator rights to that user. Right, so this is basically what the local privilege escalation means, and what the impact of this is that the attacker can go on to log on with this new user account. Then, you know, he can also use find ways to also dump credentials, perform other form of attack that requires administrative privilege, and also move laterally within the network. So guys, this is just a way to show how you can perform local privilege escalation using the latest window Print Spooler vulnerability that was detected. So like I will always say, patch up, guys. There's a new patch from Microsoft, just patch up and make sure you're set. All right, thank you.